Good morning, everybody. I am Dr. Nitin Doshi, Professor of Neurology with teaching experience of 25 years, working as consultant neurosurgeon in Panvel. Today, we will discuss CPL-C-T, which is asked in theory as well as practical during case discussion of metastatic cancer prostate. It is a type of immunotherapy which is FDA approved for metastatic castrate resistant prostate cancer, but for patients who are asymptomatic or minimally symptomatic. FDA approval of the Sipulce T vaccine in cancer prostate is the first time FDA approval as monotherapy even for the all solid tumor malignancies. It is a type of artificial active acquired immunity. In vaccination, there is injection of the foreign antigen, that is tumor associated antigen in circulation. When tumor associated antigen enters circulation, it stimulates immune apparatus for production of complementary cells or molecules to that particular antigen. These complementary cells or molecules will react with the antigen in such a way so as to neutralize and ultimately eradicate the antigen from the body. Antigenicity is ability or capacity of antigen to stimulate immune apparatus to produce the complementary cells or molecules which react with antigen so as to neutralize and ultimately eradicate from the body. In case of Sipulce T vaccine, the antigen is tumor associated antigen, and that is PAP, that is prostatic acid phosphatase, which is protein which is expressed by all tumor cells. The antigenicity of the vaccine is augmented by combining the antigen with the adjuvant, and that is the granulocyte monocyte colony stimulating factor. So it is a PA2040. It is a recombinant fusion protein combination of tumor associated protein, that is prostatic acid phosphatase, with the cytokine granulocyte monocyte colony stimulating factor. This cytokine granulocyte monocyte colony stimulating factor will cause stimulation, activation and maturation of patient's own antigen presenting cells, particularly dendritic cells, in ex vivo, that is in vitro. Also, on infusion into the circulation, this cytokine granulocyte monocyte colony stimulating factor will stimulate the bone marrow for synthesis, proliferation and release of monocytes, that is dendritic cells and macrophages. Dendritic cells and macrophages are professional antigen presenting cells. Studies have shown in malignancy there is a sort of immunosuppression, so that the antigen presenting cells of the person having tumor or cancer, those antigen presenting cells are dysfunctional in number and function. So attempt is made in the Sipulce where the patient's own antigen presenting cells are activated, made mature, and they are trained particularly for the tumor associated antigen, and therefore Sipulce T is a what is called as individualized or personalized treatment approach. It is patient based, so it is cumbersome, it is costly. In this, the patient's own blood is collected from the peripheral blood of the patient. Patient's own mononuclear cells are collected by the leukapheresis. Then these monocytes of the patient, they are exposed to PA2040. PA2040 is a recombinant fusion protein that is tumor associated antigen, that is prostatic acid phosphatase, with the cytokine granulocyte monocyte colony stimulating factor. This is exposed, that is incubated for 48 hours, then it is processed and then again re-infused in the patient. This is in an attempt to trigger a focused immune response against tumor associated antigen, that is prostatic acid phosphatase, which is present in all the tumor cells. Normally, the dose advocated is 3 infusions with interval of 2 weeks in between each infusion. So, in this, the dendritic cells, which are the main professional antigen presenting cell, is trained for the tumor associated antigen. So, the antigen presenting cell will capture, process and release the antigen, that is antigenic determinant will be released by the antigen presenting cells. That is, antigen presenting cells will digest the protein into small peptide molecule. Then the small peptide molecule will reach the surface of the antigen presenting cell. This small molecule peptide will then bind with respect to major histocompatibility complex type 2 surface molecule of antigen presenting cell. Then this antigen presenting cell then will present the antigen to immunologically competent T4 helper cell, which is specific T4 helper cell having specific T cell receptor with respect to the major histocompatibility complex type 2 surface molecules. Because of the appropriate stimulation of the T4 helper cells, they will go blast transformation, clonal proliferation and differentiation. The stimulated T4 helper cell and the natural killer cell is responsible for secretion of cytokine gamma interferon. The secreted gamma interferon will bring about two changes, and that is inhibition of expansion of T4 helper type 2 cells, and the gamma interferon will cause stimulation of macrophages and the dendritic cells. The dendritic cells and the macrophages which are stimulated will cause release of interleukin 12, which plays a key role in development and maturation of the type 1 T4 helper cells. The mature T4 helper 1 cells is responsible for secretion of cytokines gamma interferon, interleukin 2 and tumor necrosis factor alpha. The tumor necrosis factor alpha and gamma interferon is responsible for inflammation, while gamma interferon and interleukin 2 is responsible for the development of the effector elements of cell mediated immunity. The effector elements of cell mediated immunity are the C8 cytotoxic T lymphocytes, natural killer cells and macrophages. Of all the three, the important one is CD8 cytotoxic T lymphocytes. The cytotoxic T lymphocytes, they work with the major histocompatibility class 1 molecule, and they are responsible for direct lysis and destruction of target cells by the release of hydrolytic lysosomal enzymes and further release of tumor necrosis factor alpha. The natural killer cells or non-T non-B cells, they belong to innate immunity or inborn immunity. They do not require any prior antigenic stimulation, or their cytotoxicity is not MHC, that is major histocompatibility complex restricted or antibody dependent. They are non-phagocytic cells, but they contain granules. These granules contain certain hydrolytic enzymes like perforins. These perforins are responsible for formation of transmembrane holes or pores in the target cell, causing the entry of cytotoxic cytolytic enzymes in the cell, causing the lysis of targeted cell. Thus, the cytotoxic T lymphocytes and the natural kills bring about the lysis of targeted cells. Now, the side effect of this vaccine is flu-like syndrome, that is high-grade fever with chills rigors, and this can be reduced by prior treatment with paracetamol or antihistaminic. The prerequisite for giving the Cpl-C T vaccine is one, that the patient should have intact immune apparatus. Second, to achieve a adequate immune response by immune apparatus, the patient should be off the immunosuppressive drug like steroid for more than 4 weeks. In order to achieve adequate immune response by immune apparatus, the patient should be off the cytotoxic drugs because proliferation of immune cells is mandatory. Then patient should have adequate performance status, should have life expectancy of more than 6 months, there should be no visceral meds, and the patient should have metastatic castrate resistant prostate cancer but should be asymptomatic or minimally symptomatic. Also, each dose should contain more than 40 million cells expressing CD54 plus marker. CD54 plus marker is marker of dendritic cell activation. It should be noted that it is not a treatment of choice, or it is not been FDA approved for the symptomatic metastatic castrate resistant prostate cancer or rapidly progressive cancer, but it is the only vaccine which has shown the overall survival in phase 3 testing. The studies are going for particularly for early use in the early setting of cancer, like one patient who is having castrate resistant prostate cancer but still not metastatic. Second, patient who has got recurrent prostate cancer. Third, patient who is having just a biochemical failure, and attempts have been used to treat in combination of the Cpl-C T with various androgen receptor targeted therapy. Thank you very much.